Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. This is Sister Susie. I have a revelation that I believe the Lord shared with me last night in the dream, and I'm here to tell you about it. It is about a baby being born, and I do believe this is the Revelations 12 um, baby. So this is how the dream went. This was last night, and last night was 8:26. So as I wrote it down, I dreamed that I was going into a huge building. The building looks like it had many rooms. And so I was going to this building. So as I entered into this building, uh, I was like in a corridor. In the corridor, there was one room where there was so many people inside, like a classroom. It looked like it was a classroom. And I peeped through the window because there was the door. I peeped through the door. It was the glass door, and I could see the people inside, and I could see that there were different age group of people. I saw young people, I saw older people, women, men, all of them. I saw them in the classroom, and they were kind of like listening to the teacher. The teacher was teaching them. And I also noticed that some of the people inside the classroom were sleeping. I don't know why, but they were dozing. But some of them were really interested in the teacher, like whatever the teacher was teaching them. And so after I looked at, I kind of like went back into the front area of this building. Since it was a huge building, I went back, and for some reason I went back again to that area, to the classroom. As I went back to the classroom, I noticed that this time around there were no people inside the class. The students were not inside the class anymore. And then afterward, I peeped through. There was nobody. And then I was like, "Am I lost or what?" I thought the people were inside the room and there was nobody. And then I continued the hallway, and at the end of the hallway, I found another room. And in this room, it was kind of like a surgical room, like how it is when they want to do the surgery. That's how it was. And I went inside and I found what looked like doctors or nurses because they were wearing uniforms. So I talked to them. I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I was looking for the people in the classroom, but I didn't find them." And they told me that they were getting ready to do a delivery. I was like, "Oh, okay." So I left them alone. So I went back to the front area, and there I found like there was like so many people there. I mean, just so many people. I don't know who these people were, but they were over there in the other air on the other side. Could have been angels. But I don't know. But it looks like they were working on this in this building. These people are working in this building. So I went over there to be with them where they were. And as I was over there, and then another group of workers came and said that, "Oh, Susie, how are you?" and stuff like that. And it was like, "Oh, since the other person who was supposed to be working with them wasn't there," and then the lady said, "You might as well help us because the other person wasn't there." So I said, "What? I'm gonna be helping you? I don't know what you guys do." So and then the lady said, "Well, I'll tell you what to do. So let's get going," because the lady was about to give birth. So we went into the we went into the I said we went like into the building, and then the lady said, "Oh, can you?" I helped the lady, the pregnant woman. I helped her. She wanted to ease herself in the bathroom, so I helped her like get up and stuff like that. And after that, and then she said that the doctor asked her where she wanted to deliver the baby. Did she want to deliver inside or inside the building or outside? And she answered, she said she wanted to deliver the baby outside the building. So whoever was in charge told me to go with another person to go outside to look for the a good area where this lady can deliver her child. So we went outside. It was a very spacious land. So as I went outside, it was like green grass. I could see like a good distance, not far away, but a good distance from us, there was a huge mountain. For some reason, there was a huge mountain. I looked at this mountain. I was like, "My goodness, there's a huge mountain here close to this hospital." And the huge mountain was covered. I mean, there was a strip of a cloud, and the cloud is this strip of cloud was kind of reddish in color. It just kind of like covered the mountain from the left hand side all the way top to the bottom. It just covered it, like how you see over here. I mean, like how it is over here, like from the left side, from the left hand side of the mountain all the way to the right hand side of the mountain. This red strip of cloud covered the mountain. I was looking at that. As I was looking at that, fascinated at this, all of a sudden, I felt a movement underneath my feet. This movement was an earthquake, and we waited. I was with this person, and the person was just, let's just be calm, and we just stood there, and it wasn't a huge, earthquake, like, it would kill us or anything like that, but we felt the earthquake. We stood there, and it just made the movement like a wave, and the earth moved underneath us. Okay. And then after that, I saw the earthquake moving, and as it moved towards the mountain, it created a huge sinkhole close to the mountain. There was a huge sinkhole close to the mountain. And then after that, we were like, well, since this side of this like background, like it was just outside, like on the left hand side of the building, all these things were happening, the mountain, the sinkhole. And then we say, well, let's not tell them about this area. Let's go to the other side. They should have the baby delivered on the other side. So we went to the right hand side where they had the baby delivered. And then she and the doctors, all of them went, and I went inside to where all these other workers were. We waited a little bit, and we didn't even wait a long time, saints. We didn't even wait a long time. They all came back. The lady came back, and the doctors came back with the baby. They came back with the baby. And I was like, whoa, oh, so quick. And she was like, yes. And they were all excited, and they were all excited. And one part that I'm a little confused was that, the baby was a female. It was a baby girl. It was a baby girl. So I don't know if it's important or it's not important. Only the father knows. But the baby was a baby girl. So not I do believe has a. I'm not saying that, the man child is a female or a male. I mean, I personally, I believe it's both. I believe it's both. So this, maybe that's why the lady, not the lady, gave birth to a baby girl, because it's both of them. It's both female and male, because the Bible is writes that it's a male child. Well, it's both of them. It's female and male. So because we will be like angels once we are transformed. So so basically, after that, after we like celebrated, we were like happy that the baby was born. And then I went outside, and then I found what looked like, what seemed like as if my spouse. And then he held my hand, and then we left. We left. So saints, that's basically was a kind of like a long dream. So it was kind of like a long dream. But I'm just gonna go ahead and be quick with this revelation. I'm gonna read Revelations 12. I'm going to read Revelations 12 from 1 to 7. It says, and a great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and with the moon under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. She was pregnant and cried out in pain as she was about to give birth. Then another sign appeared in heaven, an enormous red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns on its head. Its tail swept a third of the stars out of the sky and flung them to the earth. The dragon stood in front of the woman who was about to give birth, so that it might devour her child the moment he was born. She gave birth to a son, a male child, who will rule all the nations with an iron scepter, and her child was snatched up to God and to his throne. The woman fled into the wilderness to a place prepared for her by God, where she might be taken care of for 1,260 days. So we might go into all the so you can see over here, the woman is giving birth to a child, and like I told you, I believe it's both female and male, both of them. They're the children of God. We're all children of God, and the Lord is saying that the time for our transformation, the birthing, is the transformation of us, the children of God, into to becoming eternal beings, into becoming spiritual beings. Some people say this is Jesus Christ. I don't believe so, because Jesus is already transformed. When he was on the earth, he was he was human, and then he died, and then he was transformed and given his body, a transformed body, and he ascended to heaven. And so Jesus's transformation already happened. But what is happening over here, I do believe, is the transformation of the children of God that are right now, they are human being, but they will be transformed once this birth takes place. We will become supernatural and eternal beings. That's what this birthing is all about. It's the manifestation of the sons of God, about Romans 8. They will be revealed, the revealing of the children of God. For real right now, it's all mixed up. We don't know who is who the children of, who are the tares, and who are the, we don't know all that. But once this birth happens, everything will be clear, and it will show who the children of God are. So this birthing is birthing out the children of God. Like I said, it's the transformation, changing us from our fleshly body into supernatural human beings, just like God is. We're just gonna be like the way God is. Jesus says, He says, we're gonna be like Him, basically. And also, you can read Romans 8. It talks about the manifestation of the sons of God. So, since this is what the Lord shared with me last night, that this birth is about to happen. It's about to happen, and what else did I want to say? Like I said, I do believe it's both females and male, both of them. I mean, whoever is close to God, I mean, you really want to be part of this. You have to surrender your life to God. You really got to surrender your life, even in this last moment. You know, um, you can just say, Lord Jesus, I surrender all to you. Surrender your life and just give it all to God, and because He will transform us and make beauty out of us. He's going to beautify us. He's going to beautify us and give us eternal life and transformed bodies, and that we cannot die. So this is what is going to happen. It's a very huge event. Now, like I said, there was an earthquake. I saw the mountain. It was crowned with a red strip of cloud, and there was a movement, earth movement, which could symbolize an earthquake. I didn't see a tsunami, but that doesn't mean that the tsunami will not be there. I do believe the mountain could symbolize the asteroid. That's what I'm thinking. The asteroid and the earthquake, those two. So maybe the Lord is telling us the timing of this birthing that is going to happen, something to do with a mountain and something to do with an earthquake. So we should be aware of what So over here, I had another verse that says Revelations 2, verse 26. It says, to the one who is victorious and does my will to the end, I will give authority over the nations. The one will rule them with an iron scepter and will dash them to pieces like pottery. Just as I have received authority from my Father, I will also give that one the morning star. Whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. So here, I mean, I'm just trying to connect with that Revelations 12, that the baby will rule with an iron scepter. You can see it's this same one over here that says that if you're victorious and you do the will of God to the end, the Lord will give you the scepter to rule with an eye. You will rule with an iron scepter the nations, and you will dash to pieces like pottery the wicked. So this is a really, and also begin the morning star. This is a really a nice promise that Father and Jesus Christ is giving to us, His children, to hold on and to be victorious in our lives and to just surrender our lives to God. Whatever we're going through, surrender your life to God and just say, Lord, I am here for you 100%. I am here for you 100%. And we're in this journey together, and that's what the Lord wants from us. So, saints, that's all I had. That's all I had for you. It looks like this transformation is close. We will be manifested as the sons of God. It's very, very close. And that's what the Lord showed me this last night, early morning. And today is Elul 12. Today is Elul 12. And this is from Revelations chapter 12. So it's a beautiful, beautiful chapter, a beautiful thing that's about to take place. Let's get ready. It's gonna happen probably September. I don't know. It could be this month, and I do not know. Nobody knows the timing, but Father and Jesus Christ is saying it's pretty soon. All right, saints, that's all I had for you today. May you be blessed, and we love you always. All right, bye-bye.